Nobody knows. Kai, hello, how you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? Just making sure that's running alright. It seems a bit slow. Keeping an eye on the stream, make sure it's okay. Seemed a bit juddery at times. It's not good. What's going on tonight? How's everyone doing? Hope you're good. A bit of a surprise because, yeah, I didn't think I'd be on. Faye with the like, share and follow. Dark Party stickers, screen ding-a-ling. The Archie Hallin. Brian, thanks for like. Kira, thanks for like. Kai, thanks for like. Faye, thanks for like. Garen, thanks for like. But yeah, the film finished a lot sooner than we thought. So yeah, I thought I'd jump live. Brian with the RG Hall in. We got the Raven Game Squadron, green ding-a-ling. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on the stream. I don't know if it's because I've got the second camera roll in. It's being a bit weird, but the CPU's at like 2%, sorry, 3%. Should be no reason why that's struggling. So yeah, we'll see. Keep an eye on it as we go. I'm struggling to stay awake. Ooh, get some sleep then, Faye. Night, have an awesome stream. You got work in the morning, so go to get some sleep. Get some sleep. Nobody knows. Rosie, thank you very much for the like. Right, I've got to drop this down so I can sort my chat out. Unfortunately, I can't do it till I'm live. And they still haven't got borderless window on there yet, so just got to quickly just grab my chat on the other screen. Move that over there. Come on, live producer, load. I've got to do this quickly. Oh no, no. Done what it done to me earlier. Come back. There we go. Right, we should be in business. Oh. Matthew, thanks for the like, man. Good to see you. Alright, so we are currently up in Edinburgh right now. So I'm going to grab a job. I've put loads of extra mods on that I've been editing earlier. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it should be good. I've already seen a motorbike, so that's working. I've already seen some other bits as well, so that's working. So we'll just make sure it's running okay. I'm going to keep making the traffic as diverse as I can, slowly but surely. Right, we're going to get a fairly long one here. Where are we going to go to? Never been there before. Helbron. I say I've never been there before. I've never been there before. My map reset a while ago, and I'm aiming the big dots here are where I've been to. The little dots are where I haven't been to. So I'm trying to look for jobs that end up at a small dot. We got Dublin. Been to Dublin. Got Calais. Been to Calais. Rains. Why isn't that showing? Holy! Wow. There we go. Yeah, I think we'll go to Helbron, I think. Used packaging. We're going to go all the way into Europe. Good haulage today, indeed, Brian. Very good haulage today. Hopefully I've got the music set okay. A little difficult for me to change it from time to time, so I kind of sat here a minute just doing it, and hopefully it's all good. Just in the background, as if we got the radio on. Paul, thank you for the like. Hope you're well, man. What's up, Trucker Raven? Not too much, not too much. We are going in here. We're going to go and take a little trip into Europe. I want some eagle eyes while we're driving as well. See if you spot any unique traffic. Well, I say unique. Unique to the game. Obviously not unique to real life. Be complementary to real life, I guess. Right, we should have some different signs in here. Maybe not. I'm good just doing some power washing. Ah, nice. It's free on the Xbox, isn't it? Alright, here we go. Bing! Vicky, thank you for the like. Away we go. Honk honk, have an awesome delivery, Raven. Cheers, Vicky, appreciate that. Hope you're well, hope you're doing good. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Late Saturday night, should be out partying. We're getting too old for that now. Get partying. Drove, thanks for the like. Yeah, currently cleaning the Lost City Palace. Ah, nice, Paul. Do you know what? Even though it's on the Xbox Game Pass, I still haven't downloaded it yet to try it. But yeah, I want to keep people's eyes peeled for some cool traffic. I've already seen a car earlier that was awesome. Like I say, I'm trying to slowly upgrade the traffic bit by bit and try and make it a little bit more diverse, a little bit more realistic. Partying is for young pups, gaming for us vintage humans. Vintage. For us leveled up, that's what it is. It's relaxing. Do you have to like proper do like 100% of the job though, or is it a little bit lenient at the end? Like, you know, is it not quite fully clean, or is it like if you miss a spot somewhere it won't advance? We don't get older, we level up. That's right. That is right indeed. I thought it was funny yesterday when I was driving and we pulled past the McDonald's and Cade's going, McDonald's, McDonald's. 100% to clean the job. Power washer sim is life. Yeah, I must admit, I did want to try it when it was released, but someone, when it first dropped on the PC, it was a bit buggy. And I was like, I'll give it a try at some point. And seeing as it's free on Game Pass, I might as well. It's on Xbox Game Pass indeed, root. Nice and free. Nice and free. Do you know what I am looking forward to? University. Campus. If you like Theme Hospital and you like the old theme park and that sort of thing, well, to be fair, it's more Theme Hospital. But yeah, if you like Theme Hospital, you got what is it, 2 Point Hospital, didn't they? So now they're going to have 2 Point Campus. Is it 2 Point Campus they're calling it? No vomiting in the corridors, please. What is that car doing? It just literally just braked in front of me. It was all cruising nicely. Come on. Right in front of a cop car, wasn't it? But yeah, I used to love Theme Hospital, and I like 2 Point Hospital as well. There's a couple of little niggly issues that I wish they'd have sorted, but they don't seem to want to. And then it would have, in my eyes, made it kind of perfect. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be quite in depth though. If I remember correctly from one of the creator videos, like the development videos, they've put a lot of effort into the like emotional engine, emotions and stuff. You have to really focus on your like mental, I suppose, mental health in a way, and your socializing and that sort of thing. It's going to be interesting to see how that works out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and apparently it's dropping on Xbox Game Pass for free. I've seen it advertised on there. That is just crazy. I'm looking forward to that. 2 Point Hospital was actually probably the second game I ever streamed. No Runner, I think, was first. Was it? It was one of 4, because I did like Age of Empire. I'll let you in, mate. Go on. It was either Age of Empire, 2 Point Hospital, Snow Runner. It's really bad I can't remember my first ever game. I'm sure it might have been, it could have been Theme Hospital, you know? 2 Point Hospital. That's bad that I can't remember. I suppose I didn't really start streaming to stream, really. I was streaming because we used to play in PlayStation parties and stuff, and you were limited to 8 people. And I started getting into parties where people would like watching me play while they were chilling out. They would like watch me stream into the chat, and it got to the point where there was like too many people. So I just started streaming on the you know, Facebook, and then actually made a page. So I kind of did decide to, but it sort of stemmed from not really planning to be full on streaming, if that makes sense. And then obviously did Raven Gaming and got a decent PC, or built another PC to use, because I had 2 crap PCs, so it's like game on one, stream on the other. And now I've got 2 good computers, so it's all, you know, it's progressed and just got a bit nuts, really. My first stream was Red Dead Redemption 2. Ah, nice. I enjoyed that. I never completed it, but I enjoyed it. It's on my PlayStation, so now I'm on my PC all the time for the last like 2.5 years. It's kind of, I've got so much I could do on the PlayStation in terms of completing games. But then I've got this like powerhouse of a PC. Why would I want to turn on a PS4, you know? PS4 Pro. It's hard to go back to a console when you've got a decent PC. I may get it for PC and go through it. We'll see. I've got a feeling Red Dead Redemption 3 is on its way, isn't it? Didn't I hear rumours of development? One game that made me cry. Oh no. Got a sad ending. I'll tell you what, my horses were all called something quite bad. I had like had one called Furry Pocket, one called Axe Wound, one called Wizard Sleeve, one called Black Hole. I'm sure you can kind of see where I was going with the name. Not going to say how good. I'll have to dig it out. Those were the days on PlayStation. Used to get up to some funny stuff on there. Cruising. So we've got 887 miles to go. So that's about 88 real life miles. Yeah, the scale of the map's about 1 to 10, something like that. Mickey again, thanks for a like. Jerome, thanks for your like. Appreciate it. Appreciate the likes, everyone. Hey. Seems we've got quite a distance to go. We're going to get the pedal down to the metal. Since it's Saturday night, put a bit more of a dancey soundtrack on. Have a little bit of a groove while I'm driving. I think this is for the eagle-eyed people out here. Look at this. One of the new vehicles. Little Ferrari. Go on, mate, if you want to overtake, go on. Dun, 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 dun. Gonna see if I can get a little screenshot as we go past as well. It's my first time seeing a Ferrari in Euro Truck Sim. It's just a shame it's during the night, eh? Should be a few more trucks, a lot more trailers, something like 427 if I remember right. In terms of cars, I think there's about 400 or 250, 300, there's something ridiculous. About 74 different motorbikes. So I'm hoping it keeps it, like I say. I've actually got some traffic mods to increase traffic. So I'm going to slowly put them on and just see which one's suitable. I don't want to go nuts, but you know, it is nice seeing traffic when you're driving. Especially during the day on the busy motorways and things. It's you know, it's more realistic. How many truck companies is there? Do you know? I honestly do not know. Do you mean in terms of what I can drive, trailer-wise, or as in the AI? It's very different. I don't know how the AI packs I've put in affect what I drive, but there's usually not too many different trailers each job. Unless you start putting in your own custom ones. Tends to be like 4 or 5 options sometimes if you can change, and then there'll be like lots of different types per option. So there's usually like a pro mod side, which is obviously because I use pro mods, so they put themselves in. But then there tends to be like foreign ones. What you can drive, yeah, it tends to be about 3 or 4, depending on the job. There's never been a crazy amount. For legality reasons, I don't think they've got official ones, unless... Actually, no, they have, haven't they? They've got a couple. But yeah, I think they're quite limited in terms of like copyrights and things like that, so it tends to be like aftermarket modifications is where you start getting the legit stuff. David, hello, how you doing? Thanks for like. How you doing? Hope you're well. Whoa, hey. So yeah, aftermarket mods is when you get in. Pro Mods puts in a lot of stuff as well, like buildings, Tesco, Westland, that sort of thing. So you can have an Eddie Stobart trailer. I don't think so natively. No. You would have to have a mod. JJ with the green dingling. Like I say, again, copyrights and that sort of thing. I don't think I've seen an Eddie Stobart before. Just as a mod. I believe there's Eddie Stobart in the AI pack, so you will be driving around some at some point. Ba 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 ba. If you can, let me know about the music level. If it is too loud, let me know and I can drop it a little bit. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah, I'm hoping to do a DJ mix at some point, but I can't actually fit my two turntables on and my mixer because my mixer's like a media controller as well. It's got two platters on it and then the actual mixer in the middle. So it's almost like having two CDJs almost and a mixer joined together. So it's very wide. So I've got the two turntables, the wide mixer, and it probably would just fit on here, but obviously I've got all my microphones hanging off the side. I've got other stuff as well. I've got the PC there. It's going to be pretty difficult to fit. Terry, thanks for a like. How you doing, man? Terry, thanks for the share as well. Hope you're good, man. Oh, he's moving over. Whoa, what an arsehole. Wow. He practically indicated as he turned into the lane. Oh, I'm doing be raining pussies and I'd get slammed with a gargantua rock. Oh man, hope you've been well. Not too bad, not too bad. I was going to have a night off. We were supposed to watch a film yesterday, me and my missus, and I was going to have a night off so I could chill with her. First like movie night in months. And we didn't get to watch it because little man decided he was having a I'm not going to sleep night. So we ended up going to bed late. Faye had work at 5 in the morning, so she didn't want to be up too late. So she ended up just going to bed, like what we both did. But it was really late, and so I was planning on doing it tonight. We've watched the film, and it was like 9:30. And I was like, oh. She was like, well, I'm going to bed. Got work in the morning. I was like, right, we're getting on live. Get on live. So I'm back on. Oh, look, another car falling out. I'm a nightmare with this view. Stay in this view. Hello, I'm Coming Captain. How you doing, Muzzy Tough? Hope you're good. Pick up all the YouTube crew. Remember on Facebook, YouTube and Twitch. So if you prefer a specific platform, you got 3 choices. Good, start getting a bit lighter soon. We're at 4 o'clock in the morning. So you're going to start coming over again. Waiting for it. I've actually opened my last can of Dr. Pepper Cherry Vanilla. It's the last one I've got. Most likely have to switch. I get banned more than Jenna Jameson get cooked. No, Brian. Probably a good idea, Terry. Brian with the like, share, follow. Archie Hallin. This is the very last of Dr. Pepper I've got. In fact, it's the very last of any fizzy I've got. No good. Don't know how I'm going to survive the night. Although I have made myself a blue Rasting energy, so I should be alright. Be buzzing me tits off until 6 in the morning if I have any more of them. Or too many of them. See, I'm not like overly a fan of plain water. But it's been nice having like a pint of water and then a quarter to a half a scoop of Thing Energy. It's been really refreshing, it's nice. Philip coming in with the like. How you doing, Philip? Good to see you, man. Oh, look at the rain coming down. Was it? I was saying coffee. I'm not a fan of coffee. Caffeine, all good. I'm fueled by original Coca-Cola. I used to really like Coca-Cola, but I found now that if I have too much of it, I get major stomach ache. And I mean like stomach cramp. Bad. Really hurts. I can stomach the odd bottle here and there and like, you know, odd can or whatever. But if I have too much, whereas Dr. Pepper, I can just drink it all day long, no problem. 4 to 6 litres in a day, easy. Lemonade. I found lemonade a bit funny now, like heartburny. But you know. Here in a few, I'll be filled by bourbon. Yes. Get on the drinks. Get on the drink. I've got nothing to add to as a mixer for drink. I've got nothing whatsoever apart from water or Thing Energy. So I'm going to be caffeine fueled. It happens. I can't have anything with the sweetener aspartame in. We find our soft drinks. Yeah, that is a big problem with Dr. Pepper now. About what, a year, 2 years ago? Actually, no, it was before COVID. So it's probably getting on for about 3-4 years now. They changed to half sugar, about half sugar, half, maybe 2/3, yeah, less than 2/3, but about half-ish. And half sugar, and then added aspartame. It's not the same. I still love it, but it is not the same. If you're fortunate enough to live in America, Dr. Pepper over there is just amazing. Walking down the Vegas Strip with like a 1.5 litre bottle or a litre bottle of Dr. Pepper Cherry. Oh, absolutely sexual. It's so smooth and lovely out there. Love it. When we did go Vegas, our daily routine was get up, go out the main entrance of the Excalibur, over the bridge to New York, and you can walk through the corner of it. So you go in one door and you sort of do a diagonal, and then you're out another door. Pretty quick. Go past the Coyote Ugly Bar, and then you go over that bridge towards MGM, and you go down the stairs there, and as you walk along you've got this gift shop, and it was huge, and in there was all like the drinks, like, and then they're not like the 500ml where I get over here, they're like 750 or 900 or something, nearly a litre. Lovely. And so it was either grab one of them or wait a couple of shops, and it was the M&M Megastore, but then if you went further on it was the Coca-Cola Megastore, and you go on the second floor, 1, 2, 3, yeah, it was either the first or second floor, so 1 up or 2 up, and they had this counter where they did drinks, and you can get a Coke float. No word of a lie, it was the opening at the top was about that round, like it was almost like a popcorn bucket from the cinema. It's fucking huge, and it was a Coke float with ice cream, so it was like Coca-Cola slush with ice cream on the top. Epic. Sounds like you had fun. Yeah, Vegas was amazing. I do want to go again. I want to go back down the gun store and shoot some more guns. That was good fun. A bucket of drink. Let's put it this way, I can drink a 2-litre bottle of drink in 10 minutes if I really wanted to, or about an hour if I'm just chilling and drinking, you know, a couple of pints, a few pints, 2 litres. That thing took me about 2 hours to drink, walking down the strip and in the shops and stuff. Absolutely mental. Loved it. Beautiful. I urge, if you can and you can afford to, I urge people to give it a go. Just research where you want to go first, and, you know, have a little bit of savvy about you. You know, don't put yourself in any danger, which is, you know, easier said than... Well, it's not easier said than done. It's easier done than said, to be fair. But yeah, and I fully recommend the Excalibur. If you search for hotels, the majority are just so much money. The Excalibur was nice, and we were worried because we're like, my whole family were non-smokers. I really don't like the smell of smoke, and you know, if other people want to smoke, that's fair enough, but if their smoke makes everything around me smell, then I don't like it. You know, it's an infringement on my personal space. And we were worried because obviously the casinos are fully smoking, and the Excalibur was lovely. They had such good like air con and air purification. You couldn't, unless you were sat next to someone, you couldn't smell it. The rooms were fine. The hotel itself was fine, and I found that the food court was it's open till 3 in the morning, where a lot of the other ones shut at midnight. For the Excalibur, cheap, or, you know, reasonable, massive, good rooms, excellent customer service, no qualms, food court amazing, and yeah, I really enjoyed that hotel, really did. And it's right on the start of the strip, really. You got MGM to your right, across the road you got New York. Behind you you've got the big pyramid one, I forget what it's called, the Luxor, I think. Really good. Hubby keeps wanting to go to USA and hire a camper and do the old Route 66 over a month or 2. Awesome. I would love to do it on a motorbike. Would absolutely love that. Go over there and just cruise down all them highways on a motorbike and just stop over at motels and stuff. Oi, Warrior Game Competitions, how you doing? Oi. Benjamin, how you doing? Warrior Game Competitions, thanks for the like. Hope you're good. Who won the 3060 in the end? Had quite a few people in here buy tickets. Yes, he's anti-motorbike, but I grew up with them. Motorbikes are good. It's just dickheads on the road, cars and bikes. Woo. I should have turned a lot earlier. Now I've gone up the other side of the road here. But yeah, motorbikes, you know what I mean? As long as you're careful. I used to abide, because I used to race on tracks and stuff. I never felt the need to really speed on the road. If it was quiet and a massive long straight road, then yeah, you know, 180 mile an hour maybe for a short blip. But if I ever had an inkling there was a car around, other traffic, or if I saw them, and never, no point. I used to like the cruise of a motorbike rather than just bombing it around in a straight line. And yeah, I only ever encountered problems with cars, really. Just idiots. I had a car follow me, right? You ever heard of the Royal Signals white helmets? I haven't, no. Evening, good film. Sorry, Gavin. Yes, awesome film. I enjoyed it. It had a few moments where you were just sitting there waiting for something to happen because they kind of. I won't give. Actually, I won't give it away. I won't give it away. But it's good. But I do have my qualms about it. Not in a negative way, just in a I wish they'd done this or I wish they'd done that. And then it would have been like kind of like the icing on the cake, if you know what I mean. But overall, it's good. It's not crap. It's a very watchable and enjoyable film. And there's just, being a massive Predator fan, there's just a couple of little things that I would have liked and was kind of expecting it didn't happen. So yeah, overall good. Was Paul aka Fluxhound. Oh, congratulations. I started on a 50cc 25-year-old scooter, then upgraded 25 year to unrestricted 100cc Kawasaki mobile, laugh out loud. I went with the older because no road tax at the time and no speed limits. Nice. I had a Cagiva Mito, which very similar to, you know, it's like the Aprilia RS125, but it's it was created and designed by the person that went on to create the 916 and actually used the Mito as inspiration for the Ducati 916. The wing mirrors and the screen are exactly the same. You can actually buy, it's cheaper to buy the Ducati ones than it is the Cagiva Mito, even though they're exactly the same model number. If you go into a shop and go to a Cagiva dealer, they're more money. If you go to a Ducati, it's cheaper. And yeah, it was a rocket. That I de-restricted it, so I changed the jets, put a ram air filter on it, and made sure the power valve was okay. Stubby carbon exhaust, and it used to, and then it used to do 124, even with my fat ass on it. And then I down sprocket. Did I down or up sprocket? I think I up sprocketed the front sprocket to make it faster acceleration, so it knocked the top speed down to about 110, 112, 115, something like that. But it was a lot more rapid acceleration. A Galera DNA, I remember them. The old 4-stroke. It's like a moped, but you were leaning over a little bit. That's the one, wasn't it? I'm sure my mate had one. It was basically a scooter with a lean-in body kit on it. Like a sports body kit that you leaned over on it. I was in them for 3 years, just a motorcycle stunt team based for the army recruitment. Ah, nice, Benjamin. That's awesome. Up on the front, down on the back, faster pickup is the way forward. Is it? I might have gone from a 14 to a 13. Either way, yeah, I might have down. I did it so it went faster. You know, we're talking 20 years ago now. Plus, I can't remember. They were wonderful. Tristan Gober looked like a bike. Can't get a decent one now. They've all been totaled. Love out loud. Yeah, all the teenagers. Completed the game after cleaning the Lost City Palace. Nice. Gotta wait for the DLC now. Whoa. But yeah, I actually, do you know what? I want another motorbike, and I used to have a GSXR. I started off with the Mito, and then I went for a ZX6R, which I really loved. You felt the speed, like 150 mile an hour, felt like 150 mile an hour. And then the lay shaft bearing went while I was riding it. In front of I was in front of a lorry at the time, just cruising at like 60 mile an hour. Just pulled in front of this lorry. And then my lay shaft bearing went, so I had no drive power. But it was just spinning as if there was no gear or anything like that. The whole bearing just gone, shattered around the engine. So I kind of pulled over. Luckily, didn't get hit by the lorry. Had to push it 10 miles up the A12 home, which took me most of the day because I was in levers and everything, pushing a ZX6R. Every biker that pulled over wanted to help, but there's no point helping. I didn't have breakdown on me at the time. And yeah, that was fun. So then I part exchanges out, and they actually did me a good deal. The geezer in the shop really like felt for me. He was like, do you know what? I've been a mechanic for 45 years, and this is the second time I've ever seen it happen. I was like, oh, cheers, mate. So they kind of took pity on me, and he goes, do you know what? I'll make this my winter project when we haven't got much work in. So he said for them, it doesn't cost much money. It's just labour, and that's where the money is. So he said if he makes it a winter project when he's got nothing else to do, it costs him no money other than a little lay shaft, a round bearing, and stripping and flushing the engine, so some gaskets. So he actually gave me book price on it, which is, I kind of made money, to be fair. I only bought it for 500 quid, and it ran really nice. And I said to the guy, would the seller have known that that was going? And they said, unless you stripped the engine and saw it was knackered, you wouldn't really know. So he hasn't ripped you off. So fair enough. I had it for like 4 or 5 months. So yeah, he gave me, I think it was like 1500 quid book price at the time. So I made like £1,000 really, and I used that and part exchange it for a ZX6R SRAD GSX SRAD. Absolutely beautiful it was. I used to call it, and it was like a Pepsi replica. I used to call it Pepe. And I used to take it had a stubby can on it. I used to take that off when I used to race it. It sounded amazing, like raw, literally just coming down the manifold and straight out. It was absolutely beautiful it sounded. And because it's an SRAD, it's using the air from the front intakes straight into the air filter and then into the engine. So the faster you go, the faster the air's going into the engine, like building up pressure, and obviously the faster you go, the faster it's wanting to go. And at first I thought, this feels slower than my Ninja. Because the Ninja was quite rough, so you knew how fast you were going. But this was so smooth. I remember pulling off at the roundabout, just not thinking, and like first gear, second gear, I was doing 120 mile an hour off this roundabout, and I was like, holy shit, this just does not feel like 120 mile an hour. Felt like I was doing about 30. It used to top out at 183, I had it. Absolutely awesome bike it was. Gutted the day I sold that. Gutted every time I sell something, to be fair, because everything I have is immaculate. I try and keep it pristine. Absolutely beautiful it was. There was about 38 levels to do. Sorry, I'm talking away. I'm missing all these comments. I had a couple of breakdown or issues. First was my rear brake ceased in on the Lake District down a hill. Oof. And second, I broke down near work. Strangely, the man I brought stopped to help, and he lives 200 miles away. No idea why he was in the area. He was just stalking you. He knew it was going to go. Yeah, I used to get carb icing on the Mito. I didn't realise I kept losing power. And then if I pulled over and waited like half hour, it'd be fine, and then it'd be okay until it carb iced again from being out in the evenings. So being a two-stroke and small engine, the carb's not heated, so the power valve used to stick, and if you tried to add more throttle, it used to throw too much oil and stuff, and it just messed up the mixture, and then it would just splutter to a stop. And then I ended up getting this product called Pro FST, I'm sure it's called, and when you filled up your tank you put a cap full of that in. I never had it again. And then in the winter I used to put duct tape over the two sides of the radiator, like 2 strips either side, and it blocked off the radiator getting so cold, so the engine would keep a nice temperature, and then just peel the duct tape off when it got to spring. Used to run like a dream, that bike, a little Mito. Both mine were barn finds. First I got it for free, didn't want to run, needed a new drive belt, and that was it. Has 150 miles on it and was 25 years old. I sold it for 200 quid, but it dropped in the Irish Sea, long story. Oh. Got dropped in the Irish Sea. Wow. But yeah, I want to get mobile again. I don't have a full driving license, so until I've passed that, I'm thinking of getting a bike just so I can be mobile again. It's not good when we need something for Cade quickly, or we need just a bit of shopping. We end up going on Amazon, and then you think, oh, I've got to pay stupid amounts of money for delivery. I might as well do a £40 shop to get the delivery for free. But then you're buying shit that you don't really want to make up the 40 quid. Oh, look at this car. Oh. So yeah, I'm thinking every time we spend 40 quid on shopping that we only really wanted like bread and milk, so it should have been like 4 quid. You know, that's 36 quid towards a motorbike. Cost of a motorbike for the month. The man I sold it to had a boat. He goes to the TT every year in the Isle of Man. It got a bit choppy and he didn't tie it down. Oh. Oh. Great in. Good old salt water around the engine. But yeah, it would be nice. I've also, my partner's mum and dad live directly across the road, and when I say directly across the road, if you come out our front door, walk straight over down the driveway, which is, you know, by the front door, straight down, house opposite, and then like 2 doors to the left, but their doors on the right side of their house, so it's kind of like almost next to the second house. It's almost, you know, one over. And her dad drives. He doesn't drive it much anymore, but he's got a full license, so he said he'd sit in the van with me, so if I want to, so I can still do conventions and the markets and stuff with my props. He said he's happy just to sit in the passenger seat, and then for now, until I pass my test, I can just throw L plates on it. At least then I can start making some money down the markets again with my props. I've had some emails from some customers that used to go there every week, and they've like, when are you going back, when are you going back, we want some more stuff. So, you know, I used to get, because one of them was a boot sale every week, and it was surprising how much custom I was getting from people in the area that was really interested in resin kits to paint and models to paint and cosplay stuff to paint, but they didn't want it posted because it kept getting broken. So they were able to come to me and I could give it to them and it'd be pristine. Husband drives and everything is in walking distance here, so I've never bothered with driving, but it would be nice to get another motorbike. Yeah, that's what happened to me. I was where I used to live, we were very close to the train station, so if we needed to go anywhere, it was like if I walked fast, about an 8-minute walk. I've kind of done it in 6 minutes when I was in a rush. And so all my friends drove, so it was like, oh, like, do you want to go out here, there and everywhere? And I'm driving, you know, so I was like, yeah, all right. And then obviously train, or my parents would be like, oh, like if we were going out, and you know, my parents are always driving to wherever, so my sister drove, both my sisters drove, so yeah, just never needed it really. But I should have done it though, it would have been so much easier than now. Oh, careful, Mr. Officer. Are you doing the Great Yarmouth event in November by any chance? No, I won't be. I've moved way up north now. I'm up near Newcastle. That's not to say I won't do stuff in the future. Once I've got my motorbike and I can travel, then yeah, maybe. But I need to try and focus on getting my driving done. I'm kind of thinking £1,000 and I can be on the road, maybe, say 1,500 quid with a bike and I can be on the road. Ish. But then that's 1,500 quid towards driving lessons and getting a van, which would be so much more beneficial. Fair enough, it's a long journey from Lancashire to... I've actually gone to near Scotland on my Cagiva Mito 2-stroke. And of course, being on L plates at the time, you have to avoid motorways. So it was literally A roads the whole way, but the non-motorway A roads. So it was like roundabouts every 5 minutes, or every couple of minutes. Which, to be fair, I didn't mind. It's fun going around roundabouts, especially when there's nothing coming. You can zip round. I used to have metal knee sliders, so you used to make nice sparks on the floor when you put your knee down. Wow, the scenic route. Definitely the scenic route. It was almost like if you looked at the journey time, if it was local, it was about the same. As soon as you started getting like 50 miles, 100 miles, 200 miles, you were kind of starting to double the travel time and then triple. And there was times when I accidentally took the wrong turning on the roundabout and ended up on the M25 a couple of times. Whoops. But with the Cagiva Mito, I could do 70, 80 no problem. You know, it was 110, 115 mile an hour bike with the down rocket in, so you know, it was going past lorries and that was no problem. And yeah. But let's put it this way, the route I needed to take, my fuel light had come on. And I knew full well I wouldn't make it with the fuel light on. And there was no petrol stations where I was around. It was literally... It was kind of come to this roundabout where it's like motorway or straight over A roads. And there's no fuel for ages. And if I'd have gone, I think it was about 34 miles by the A roads and about 10 if I went on the, well, about 8 if I went the motorway route. But it wasn't all motorway. It was literally like you would be on it for about 2 minutes and then off and then down these different A roads and straight through. So yeah, kind of accidentally took the wrong turning off, so I can't do a U-turn. I'm on the motorway. And then there was another time when I used to go to Brands Hatch. Legally, the Dartford Bridge is a B road. It actually turns into a private B road, not the M25. So there is an on-ramp that you can get on if you go the A120? I think it's the A120 way? No, is it A120? But it's the road that goes to Southend and then back to... If you go from Southend inwards, it's Southend Basildon, and then you follow it down, it goes on the M25. But where that goes on, it's private, it's a B road. So you can go on there, which I did, go over the bridge through the Dartford tag and Dartford Bridge tolls, and then you're supposed to take the first exit off, because then it becomes the M25 if you don't. Now, if you take the first exit off to get to Brands Hatch, or to go into Brands Hatch, it's an extra like 25-30 miles. I mean, ridiculous. If you go, no word of a lie, 500 meters to not maybe like 3/4 of a mile maybe past the first exit, there's another exit which takes you straight up and onto the main roads towards Brands Hatch. So I was like, ah shit, missed my turning, going on the next turning. My outcome was that I would do 100 with my dad on. I never had it, flat out, didn't dare. I loved it. All that throttle and go. Nathan, thanks for the like. Look at this weather, it's mad. Sneaky, definitely sneaky. I know I'd have got in a bit of trouble, but I'd have been like, I took the wrong turn in, I couldn't turn around. I've never been one of these people where I'm scared of like motorways and traffic and lorries and stuff. As far as I'm concerned, treat your lane as if it's just a normal one single lane road. Ignore everything around you. Are you running the latest ETS2? I think they added auto window screen wiper speeds. They did, but I think you have to do a button for it, don't you, or something? Because I can turn them off. So, oh, is it doing it by itself? Let me see. I've turned them off, I think. On my steering wheel, I've got like a dial, which is obviously used for like doing adjustments when you're racing and stuff. But I've set that for me wipers, so like 1 turn, 1 speed, then 2 turns is on all the time, and then another turn. I don't know about auto. I don't know what button that is to put auto on. Someone mentioned that the other day, Vicky. I think it was yesterday or someone in the changes to the update, because I hadn't actually looked at the change log. They did mention about the wipers, but I've not had a chance to look at the buttons. I've been too busy messing with mods, all the traffic mods. I should do that macro. It's setting your turn on or off. Okay. To be honest, I like having control of it. Oh shit, I'm running out of fuel. Oh. Oh no, we're going on a big bridge. Oh damn. Oh, this is not good. I had loads of fuel not long ago. How long have I been chatting for? It's been chatting a while. I've done like 600 miles. Don't blame me, I need some food. It does. Oh. It's actually been nice to have a nap. I can see myself having to fly over to the petrol station if this conks out. It should be alright though. We'll find somewhere. Sharp turning coming up here though. Can't see shit. Have I gone the wrong way? Bloody hell as well. Let's add to my fuel conundrum by going the wrong way, shall we? Oh man, I've just added miles on. I try to pop in when I can, try and keep chat moving and try and talk about this streamer enjoys. I appreciate it, Vicky, I do. Thank you. How far have you gone on 1 tank of fuel? So far, nearly 800 miles. 700 miles. I honestly didn't realise how far I'd just gone. Been proper chatting, like, to be fair, I don't even remember driving the roads. It's been like autopilot. I keep coming off. No! I'm just reversing on this one. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, not good. Put the differential on, see if that helps. Pump that round. Hold on everyone. We can all get that out. Push. Push it. Push it. Right, we're going around the testicles now. Then this turn in look like testicle. Oh, have I unlocked it? Have I unlocked it? I don't know. I think so. Moaning about differential. Right, round we go. The other one. Oh, it's getting tight. I just remembered, you see that blue knob on your virtual wheel. Found an STL for one for the G29. Can send it if you want. Ah, nice. Yeah, that'd be cool. I was actually tempted to get my resin printer out earlier. I need a little clip for my turntable, and it's literally I'm trying to describe it. Basically, it's kind of like, I suppose, a large paper clip that's bent over into an arch, and it basically just clicks. It's like clicks in one side and then just leans over the tone arm of the deck. It's so small and so basic. And I actually found some STLs on Thingiverse for it, but it means getting my printer out, clearing out the VAT, Clearing off the tray. Getting some. I haven't actually got any resin. Actually, I have. I've got a bottle of resin down there. But then it was just a whole ball ache, and I thought, you know what? For the sake of, they're expensive. I found one. It was 25 quid. I was like, no way. And I actually found one for 9 quid, and I was like, 9 quid's going to save me a whole lot of hassle right now. In future, obviously, it'll be all right. But for now, Thingiverse is legendary. Yeah, it's good. It's good. There's a lot of better places there. But Thingiverse is good. I find it very good for like more engineered stuff. I like it when you see people, oh, I've lost the lid for something, and then they've got the plans for another one, and I like all that. Turner saying, what film did you watch? Prey. Obviously no spoilers in the chat in case someone else hasn't seen it. But yeah, Prey. And I give it a thumbs up. As a die-hard Predator fan, there's at least one major thing they should have done that they didn't. And then probably 2 other things. And then it would have really have made it a good film. Like, I can't say anything bad about it. Other than, I don't want to give any spoilers away, to be fair, but there's like one thing that I don't fully agree on, which could have been done a lot better, and then maybe 2 or 3 things to add, and it would have really sealed it off as a top version, you know, a top Predator film. It was nice having a good story to it as well. But yeah, I won't release any spoilers. We seem to be going really far considering I've got no fuel in this thing right at the minute. Try and keep it in higher gears so it's less fuel. Less revs. Keep you running on fumes and a prayer. Yeah, I'm gonna need everyone to start rocking in a minute. How far have you gone on 1 tank of fuel? Oh, sorry, I'm reading an old message there. Why did that pop up again? Well, that was run out of fuel then. Waiting for it to go ding, out of fuel. Die. I'm quite shocked we've not seen a petrol station for a while. Come on. Gotta be one soon. Pray for a petrol station. Let's all pray. We'll start rocking. I'm gonna have to brake for these corners, which I don't really want to do. Gonna have to let off. Still no petrol station. Come on. That's gonna, as soon as I see one on the map, it's gonna die. Are we gonna do it, chat? Come on. Are we gonna do it? What do we reckon? See some beds. I see some beds. And a petrol station. Petrol station. Petrol station. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There's literally a gnat's cock on that little bar. Come on. Oh, could you imagine if it conks out on the slip road? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we made it. Right, let's turn the engine off. Right, I want to show you the keyboard. I don't know if I can see it. I don't touch this keyboard, right? It does it. You'll see it here. When it goes to ETS, it just changes into an ETS profile that's already set up. So you got the go under there, you got all the other buttons and stuff, right? Watch what it does when I start fueling. It starts pulsing down. And then as it fills up, the lines start to stay on. There you go. There you go. Refueled. How cool is that? I've never it just does it automatically. It's just an ETS profile that's built into the Razer Central. Engine juice. Right. Come on, girls. Let's go. Don't mind the magazines on the floor. Medicinal purposes. Jeff, thanks for like. Dale, thanks for like. How you both doing? We're back looking up keyboard. Oh, this is I want to say the Black Widow or something. Black Widow Elite. A bit juicy money wise, but it is nice. To be fair, I've got a Razer keyboard, a Razer mouse, and I've got the Razer Wolverine 2 joypad, and I can't fault any of them. They're really, really nice. I never thought about... I know it sounds really nuts, but even though I used to do graphics design and gaming and stuff, I never really done first-person shooters on PC until like the last sort of 3 years when I've actually got a decent PC to run them. I always just went on my PlayStation. So having a decent mouse and keyboard was never really a thought, and I basically had like a £5 or a £10 budget keyboard, like by Trust or whoever, just saying cheap, and then a £2.50 mouse that I used to get off eBay, and I used to buy like 10 at a time, and they used to last about 8-9 months, and then the scroll wheel used to go a bit dodgy, and I'd just pull another one out of the cupboard. You know, I think £2.50 for a year, that ain't bad, is it? Nearly. So, and it was small enough to use with my laptop if I went away anywhere and all that sort of thing, so it was quite handy really. And then actually getting a decent mouse, I was like, wow, that's like a world of difference. And I know it sounds stupid, but it's, you know, we all overlook things sometimes. I just never really thought about it until I started gaming and trying to do things, and my mouse was really shit. Not too bad, 118 from Amazon. Is there an Elite 2 or is it just the normal Elite? I'm trying to see if it's an Elite 1 or 2. I don't know if there's a 2. I know they'd like to do 1s and 2s. It doesn't say number 2, just Razer Elite. Black Widow Elite. But yeah, I found it really nice, really nice. It's got media controls and stuff. And what I like about the Razer stuff, if you really like your, you can set your own profiles. Each key can have its own color. Like you can do your own. So if there's a game that they don't list, you can actually, and there's specific keys that you want highlighted, you can do that easy. You can also set up like zones and things like that. And what you do is on the screen it will show your keyboard and mouse. And you know, like you can do like a side swipe of color. It changes. So imagine like blue, red, purple, and the blue is traveling along and the purple is traveling behind it, kind of thing, that sort of thing. So it's like a wave across the screen, across the keyboard. But if you put your mouse on the screen to the right, then it'll, and it's on your desk, obviously it will swipe over the mouse as well, so the mouse is changing color with it. So like the blue travels off the keyboard, and then it's like it ends with the purple and it starts going blue on the mouse, that sort of thing. And then obviously you can put the mouse on the other side, so it begins with the blue and comes across. It's pretty cool, like the way it's all set out, and you lay it all out and do all the effects if you want to spend time doing that. There's Ultimate for 99 and the Ultimate Elite for 8. Ultimate Elite, yeah, this is the Black Widow Elite. So I'm not sure about the Ultimate Elite, but yeah, this just says Black Widow Elite. I know there's loads of different types. And then I forget what the mouse is. Is it Black Widow as well? Oh, Death Adder version 2. Yeah, Black Widow, Ultimate, Elite, my Razor, spelled wrong. Ah, cool. Yeah, can't fault them, they're good. Done me proud so far. There's, it comes to, this takes up 2 USB slots if you want to use the expansion stuff in it, because I think there's USB expansion slots and stuff. But I just use the one, just so that it runs and doesn't use up an extra port. I don't really need all that USB stuff. I've actually got a powered USB hub over there that I use for my charging and lighting and stuff. Anything that wants USB power, don't have it off my PC, I have it off a power block that has loads of USBs on it. That means I don't have to have the PC on if I want to use stuff as well then, like lights and stuff. Do 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 do. Ordered some stuff. We were going out the other day and it was actually really nice, and I pulled my sunglasses out and somehow, obviously, normally they like sunglasses, they'll break on the arms, fall off or something. This was actually snapped across the thickest part of the frame. I don't know how it's happened because they're just sat on the side, so like on a shelf. Don't know how that's happened. So I've brought a few pairs off Amazon, but they're like proper dirt cheap, like stupidly cheap. So I'm not bothered if they kind of break. It's like we're only going away for a few days, just temporary ones, and they've actually arrived. And do you know what? They're actually really nice. There's like a one that's I bought on purpose because it's quite thick plastic, but it's like bright orange. It's like black at the front, but then bright orange around the sides and the back, so you can actually still see the orange, and then like proper nice blue lenses. So going with the obviously the orange and blue theme, you know. And yeah, they're actually really bloody nice. They were like £4, next day delivery. Really, really nice. Quite proud, quite pleased. My monitor is like that, still powered when off, and has 3 slots for USB. Sweet. Have I gone in the right place? It should be giving me parking instructions. Oh, I think I'm turned in too early. Whoops. Whoops. You didn't see that, right? Need my Men in Black pen. Where is it? Oh, up here, car. Sorry, mate. That's what you get for driving up my ass when you see I'm reversing. Felipe, thanks for like. Right, here we are. Hey, it proper threw me that. And around we go. Dun-dun-dun-dun. We're in. Get the green dinglings in the chat. Know what I mean? I can't actually do it on here. Wow, I can't actually do it without switching off the game. Right, so decouple that. We got any company job offers? Jeez. Here's Kieran. Let's take some chocolate to Bremen. 18 tons of chocolate. Wow, could have done that while I was watching the film. I'm guessing the start of the job is at this one. Get in the range, shall we? Was as well. Let's find the metal. Ooh, just needed to turn my wheel a bit quicker. Does your truck have autopilot like Flight Sim? Unfortunately not now. Although it needs it. By the way I'm driving right now. We've got to go out to the right on this one, not the left. Dow. Got it trapped in the corner now, haven't I? Thought I was at the other depot where I can go straight out the other side. Dow. Fail. Failure. Wrong depot. Next time you're on Flight Sim, fly the 767 Dreamliner. If you haven't, I love that plane. The 767 Dreamliner. I'm thinking if I've even got that. I don't think I've got that. Who's that made by? I'll have a little look if I've got it. I don't think I have. If it's by Captain Sim, then no. I won't have it. The 787. Ooh. Is this a double trailer? It is as well. No wonder I was having trouble getting it out. I didn't even realise it was a double trailer. Whoops. 787 Dreamliner. I'll have a looky to see if I've got that. Because I think it only came with the deluxe. I'll have to check. Oh, another sports car going off. Yeah, look at it. I want to put the emergency services back on as well. I enjoyed them buzzing around. I haven't seen many bikes though. Been a couple. I was able to fly it for a bit and it flew awesomely. Ooh. Have you got the deluxe version then, Paul? It might have another sports car here. I don't know. Standard. I do have, to be fair, I do have loads of standard cars in as well, not just sports cars, like lots of family cars. bikes hide under the trees when it rains. I never did. Even in my levers, I used to love it. Wind, rain or shine, I was out in my bike. In the snow. Didn't bother me. Wow, shit. Let's get inside here. I'm not very good at driving outside the truck. Never have been. As soon as I'm inside, I'm fine. I don't like the fact that the handling changes. Like the interior handling is very different to the exterior. You know, if I do that, it doesn't really move that much. If you do it on the outside, it's a hell of a turn. It'll start flipping it. This is on the cloud and they had it available for a while until they removed it. Ooh, yeah, that was an error on their part. Give it away a free plane. You drive like you're running from the police. That's because I am. I don't want them stealing my chocolate. See, most people do cocaine running. We're doing cocoa running. The cocoa. Ah, look at the cruiser here, look. Chrysler. Might steal it. I love chocolate. Oh, we got a turn. Oh, we got a turn again. Seriously needs to stop raining. I'll be doing all the industrial jobs. Yeah, they do have some good like special jobs and that on here sometimes. They're a bit, I found them to be a bit buggy at times. There used to be one, I used to call it it was a bit bad really. I used to call it the Christopher Reeve bug. And basically I think it was Birmingham. And you picked up this heavy wide load and you had the support vehicles front and back. And you used to drive forward, right? And the way it was, it was like a dirt ground yard, brick wall coming in with a sort of open gap for you to get out. And you had like people standing at the front watching, because obviously it's like, you know, the special vehicles, it's a special thing, massive like electrical unit thing that you're transporting that's really wide, hanging off the trailer. And of course you got everyone watching, but then as you drove forward, as you know, some of the pedestrians are animated, aren't they? Well, as you drove forward, a little guy in a wheelchair used to come flying down the road, and as soon as he got near the crowd of people, he used to crash. Nothing else. You could literally pull forward and park, nothing else happening. As soon as that wheelchair got near them people, just crashed the desktop. So I used to call it the Christopher Reeve glitch. Every time he come out, he used to kill the computer. To be fair, I think it was a Pro Mods issue. Shouldn't laugh. It was a super CTD, I should say. Da, 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 da. Diddle-oo. Do-do-do. Go on. 120 limit. What's that? 120 mile an hour. Let's go. It's a proper heavy load. This I'm only hitting 85. Actually nice seeing all the different cars. It's like 200 sports cars, 400 and something normal cars. Just stupid amounts of stuff. 74 motorbikes. I'm actually going to go through the motorbikes and actually change their appearance levels because they're very... It used to be okay and he's turned it right down for some reason. I don't know if anyone's complained, but if you don't want to see loads of motorbikes, don't put your motorbike mod on, innit? So I'm going to up them and up the key ones as well, you know, like the ZX7R and I think there's, yeah, ZX7R's in there, GSX7. Yeah, GSX7R is in there. There's a Harley Fat Boy, so I'll probably put that up to a little bit. Just all the sort of like regular-ish bikes, just up them a little bit. Looks like I've got dinosaur hands again, doesn't it, if I do that? T-Rex driving. Tell you what, time flies doing the old deliveries. Hour and a half in already. Humatus Man. Can I join your game? Probably not right now. I will be doing some multiplayer streams, but I'm not tonight. I'm making sure all these mods that I've got are okay. How does the multiplayer work now? Does it actually automatically upload and download the mods to you now, or do you still have to manually get them and put them in? I don't mind putting a pack on the Discord, but I've got quite a few mods. Is there a mod limit? Do you have any map mods? Yes, Pro Mods. But apparently Pro Mods works on multiplayer, so I'm told. But yes, I have Pro Mods, which is a hefty upload. I'm on a gig internet, so it wouldn't be too long for me, but... This one. Can I see? If you just Google Pro Mods, it'll it should show you most. It will show you better than on here because it'll have all the information. Unless you literally just want me to show you the map. It adds Iceland and some of the Middle East, and then obviously all the extra towns and things that they've modelled. It's not a crazy extension, but it's enough, and they do a lot of graphical changes. Mr. Gibb, thanks for a like. I think I can just map it there, can't I? It's nothing too mad. There are other mods where you can go absolutely nuts, but they just add loads of not irrelevant stuff, but just basic stuff. At least this has been done well. Everything that's in the sim looks good. They even replace some of the original stuff with better stuff. A lot of the ones you just add on are just basic towns. At least these look like what they're supposed to be. So I just stick to the pro mods. Mr. Gib with the follow edge. Oh, no lease. 763 days. Keep your eyes on the water if passing Loch Ness as in ETS2 with pro mods. Is it really? I will do. Nathan, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Man, I wish I could afford Iberia. Have a look, check out CD Keys. If you don't mind using my referral code, it's in the description. Go on CD Keys and see if it's cheaper on there. I've never paid full price for my DLC. Always use CD Keys or wait for a sale. But in the description, yeah, there's a CD Keys link. Click on that and do a little search for Euro Truck. And sometimes it's cheaper. Quite a fair bit. I've saved a fortune on CD Keys, to be fair. What was it? Oh, when I was getting all my Lego collection built up. Because I've got them all on Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, and then obviously coming onto PC like 3 years ago, I was like, oh, I'm going to redo all my Lego games. And I was getting them for like 99p off CD Keys. All it's for sale on Steam. Is it on like sale price on Steam? Do 30% off. Nice. Still worth checking CD Keys in case it's cheaper. I've seen CD Keys be cheaper before, even with the sale on. Worth checking. I did, and it's more. Ah, fair dues. He's just changed like... Oh, they don't fucking indicate. Bastards. Yeah, I got loads of mods on here now. Loads of traffic stuff, which is cool. Just want to see more motorbikes. Need to get that. I'm going to modify it. Make more motorbikes. I can't believe he reduced it. Bit poo. Oh, yeah. Bit close to him, and I felt like I was being drawn into him. Couldn't turn away. Damn, that sucks. What is your Steam code? What do you mean my Steam code? Montana isn't on CD Keys yet. Yeah, is it actually officially released now? I know a few people had it to preview. I didn't know if it was officially released. Yep, it's out. Ooh. Do you know what? I've hardly driven on American Truck. I much prefer Euro Truck. But I do want to give it a go, and it's not something I'm going to do too much of, but still give it a go. Last time I went on there, I was ill-advised about what truck to drive, and we got stuck trying to go up hills. It wouldn't go up, and it was just a complete mess, the stream, and it just put me off. It was released 4th of August. Wow. Because I want to gift you like Iberia. It's for sale, so give me your Steam code. Ooh, wow. Very generous of you, Humour. Same, I prefer the short-nosed trucks. Yeah, I always drove the Kenwood with an engine mod. I don't know, I've always felt American trucks, to me, looks a bit cartoony. I don't know why. Just feels a bit... I don't know if it's because we've got pro mods, so it just looks a lot better. And obviously you've got pro mods for ATS now, so it's worth giving that a try, I guess. Volvo with lime green interior mod for me. Nice. Yeah, I went with the orange and blue. Well, it was orange and black, and I added some blue. I edited it and added some blue. Move out of the way or what? Double trailer coming through. Whoa, 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 whoa. He changed into the lane as I did. We met in the middle and I won. It's so bad. They're changing lanes on me, aren't they? I'm trying to check the stream to make sure it's not doing that pausing that it kept doing earlier. Smooth as anything on my screen, but on the capture card, every now and again it would go a bit weird. Benjamin, thanks for like. Well, I'm sorry to say, but I was just joking. You really think someone's going to gift it to you? You'd be surprised, you know. You would be surprised. Some people are genuinely that generous. Some of the stuff people do in streams I've seen before, gifting all sorts. Mr. Gibb saying can't see it. Can't see what, Mr. Gibb? The stutter. Oh, right, okay, okay. Yeah, it was just like a weird pausing thing every now and again. But it wasn't, for a change, it wasn't on my screen, it was just the capture. Yeah, it's doing it a bit now. It feels like it's like going in slow motion. Weird. Wonder if it's a VSync issue. Not on my end. Ah, cool. Thank you. Ding, diddling. We are here. Oh. Only one spot. Ah, it's because it's a double, isn't it? Not going to ask me to try and reverse the doubles. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting in. Oh, just. I don't think I'm going to be right here. I do, it's just. That back end bastard. That back end sticking out just a little bit. Gonna go around again. Could have pulled in a bit sharper. Do 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 do. Bit better. Hey, still a little tiny bit. That'll do. That'll do nicely. What companies we got? Wow. All the way back over. I've been to Rexford though, I think. I don't want to go to places I've not been yet. I wish on that other screen it showed if you've been there or not, like it does on this one. Yeah, I've already been there. Trying to go to places I've not been yet. Good God. Have a little hop to Lille, shall we? Not been there yet. Any trips to Italy? It tends to be all random. Doesn't look like I'm heading towards Italy anytime soon. I'm going further into France at the minute. It's going to go to Lille. But yeah, definitely. Eventually, I want to obviously 100% the map again. It all reset on me, so. Oh, taking the dirt track. Oh, bumpy ride. This one can be quite interesting for parking when you've got a massive trailer on the back. Hit the Agronord silo. Started there before the dirt track. Yeah, I just don't know what's going on with the capture card tonight. It's been a bit weird at times. I don't know if this is trying to push full frames of the monitor and thingy's not liking it, because you used to be able to set it to a frame rate and now you can't. I might have to do it in NVIDIA. For some reason the capture card, you're supposed to be able to play above 60 and it just captures 60, but as soon as it's over 60 frames it's as if it gets muddled up on which to discard and it makes it look a bit weird. Let's have a quick look. Oh no, it's locked to 60. We're fine, 60. We're fine. Strange. I might try doing it through NVIDIA. It's a bit cleaner when you do it through NVIDIA. It just seems to like it's doing a slow motion thing more than stuttering, I guess. Right, let's go into France. Yeah. Keep an eye on the fuel. See, look, the fuel's like not even dropped, so I don't know how I lost it all earlier. Oh, there was a stutter there. Let's take some of them mods off. There was a thing on one of the mods saying that if your PC's weak, it will crash after 5 minutes. Luckily mine's still going. It's been, well, technically nearly 2.5 hours because I was doing some bits before I went live, so we're going 2.5 hours without crashing, so it's obviously not a weak PC. Yeah, apparently there's a memory leak with one of the mods, so I might take the main traffic mod off, we'll see. It's the AI pack, which I don't really need, I guess. Doug, thanks for like. This mod's looking good. Yeah, I've just added like 200 normal cars or whatever, it's something stupid, and then there's like 100 trailer things, 74 motorbikes, different motorbikes. So there's just like loads of stuff. Has it got new signage? No, this is all part of Pro Mods. We're on the latest version now as well, and with the Pro Mods came out. It came out on the 6th or the 4th or the 6th? I think it was, no, it was the 4th, so I've been on it a few days, yeah, so the 4th. I went on the website to download to see if they've put the Mediterranean supported 1.44, and it had updated Pro Mods to support 1.45 fully with everything, so I was like, sweet, download that. But yeah, I've got everything running on like the maximum settings it can all be on again. I was trying to get rid of that micro stutter before, wasn't I? So I kept reducing things like scale into 300 instead of 400, and a few things on high instead of ultra, and a few things, a few sliders like max draw distance of the mirrors down a little tiny bit. But now it's all just thrown to the top. Nice, need to do some trucking at some point. Yeah, it'd be good fun, man. And apparently when you, if I set up a multiplayer and you try and join, it downloads all the mods. I'm trying to work out if Pro Mods still works, because it might be that I have to change profiles and get rid of Pro Mods to do it, but I'll have a read. That's a hell of a download for someone to do. I'd recommend having Pro Mods first, if it works. Probably slow off their servers because it's over, it's like 2 gig. Shit, we're coming off here. Whoa, oh, and this one. Whoa. That's so bad. Could easily drink that all in one go. Nearly tipped it, nearly. I've had a few crashes on here recently. Oh, we're in the Netherlands. Toot toot. Oh, that's loud. Sorry. You weren't awake, you are now. We got that love. See, so much better when I'm inside the cab. As soon as I'm outside, it's mayhem. All over the show. Even just keeping it going in a straight line, I don't want to do that when I'm outside. Oh shit, we're coming up here. Way. So bad. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's start there. Why has it gone to that view? Kind of stuttered and then threw me in a different view there. Come on. I've been doing F1 2022 with my bro recently. But the fraudulent races, man, the AI are just kamikaze pilots. They really need to update the AI platform on it. They just drive right through you. Which on lap 47 and 52 is rather annoying. Wow. That's crazy. I've never really been into Formula 1 games after like the sort of PlayStation 3 days, 4 days. PlayStation 3 really, I guess. Used to have a couple of simulators on my dad's PC at the time, but like you say, the AI is just, you make one mistake, it's race over. And that just ends up frustrating me. And it's like, you can catch them up quite quickly, but then as soon as you overtake them, they're on your ass the whole entire time until you make a mistake. And then you make a mistake, they go miles ahead, you catch them up, which clearly shows you're much faster than them because you've caught them up. And then once you overtake them, they're on your ass again the whole entire race until you like muck up again. And that for me is just AI cheating, blatant. If they're like 6 corners ahead of you and you catch them up really super duper quick, then like you're way faster than them. So for them to then stay on your ass after you've overtaken them is just like, what? 1 hour 20 minutes in and car gets right off my AI. And a rocket sled collision. You're rear end straight into a wall, I can imagine, man. The flight conditions to live on Flight Simulator. The amount of traffic of real flights at the airports is mad. Oh right, you changed it to live, okay. Forza 5 is good, I think it's 5. Yeah, I enjoyed Forza 5, it gets a bit samey. Which I know sounds a bit funny because obviously every game is repetitive really when you think about it. But yeah, it was just a bit, I don't know. It kind of felt like once you've got lots of money, there's nothing else to do. That makes sense. Like you go on it and grind it to get money, to get cars and some bits and pieces, and then it's like, well, what do I do now? It just seems felt a bit pointless after a while. Nice little motor there. Look. Another one of the supercars. Peace. Yeah, stuttering every now and again. Wonder if it is something to do with Pro Mod, you know. Keep a nose on it. It's been fine up till now, unless it is starting to memory leak. One of them mods. I ended up buying old Ford Anglia for 2,000, painting them to look like the car from Harry Potter and selling them for 10k. Oh, nice. I know people that do that sort of thing in real life. I once got offered a DeLorean for 10 grand. No, I think it would. I think it was 12 grand. And it had like, it was something ridiculous on the clock. It was like 50 miles or 20 miles on the clock. It had literally been trailered to the airport, flown to the UK, and then just held in a barn. In a barn. It was mint. 12k. And I couldn't find, no one would invest with me. And I was going to do it as like an investment thing to finish doing it up, make it a full replica. And then use it to go around and, you know, take to conventions and things. And no one would invest with me. Would have been a real money maker, that. But again, if it drove, yeah, it fired up, drove. The guy used to just like turn it over, like turn it on, maintain it, and then cover it back over again. Just check it all out and do things to it, and then cover it over. Don't know if the gearbox would have been a bit dodgy on it, or a bit seized maybe, but had barely any miles on the clock. I'm sure of it. Way less than 100. I was livid, fucking phoning everyone saying, look, I've got a business opportunity, let's do it. I'll do all the work. I'll do all the mods. I'll get it replica worthy. And then it's like, nah, can't. It was all like half-hearted. Oh, maybe, yeah. And it's just like, no, I need a solid yes. Can't fuck about. Need a solid yes. Saying my dream car is a Ford Capri Mark III. Yeah, it's nice. I would absolutely love to own a DeLorean or some sort of replica, even like the 18 band, something. I would, you know, build an Ecto 1. If I can afford to get the base car, doing any mods to it's fine. I used to do bodywork, fiberglass work. I used to make custom body kits. So I'm more than happy to do anything and everything. Obviously I do movie props and replicas, so it's just another prop really, if you know, it's just a large one. David, thanks for a like. Sounds wicked though. It'd be absolutely awesome if I could get to do something. Yeah, I think this is starting to memory leak now. I might have to get rid of that graphic mod that mentions it. You could travel through time as well. I know. 88 miles an hour. Yeah, it would have been good if I ever got a Range Rover. I'd mod the bodywork to look like the one from Torchwood. There's a van where I live, it's branded like Umbrella Corp, Resident Evil. Nice. Yeah, I've seen, like, I mean, I used to be in a couple of groups where they used to do replica Jurassic Park Jeeps and stuff. Well, I don't actually know if it's a Jeep, but you know what I mean. The Jurassic Park off-roader. That would be cool. But I don't know. If I had the 18 van as well, I used to have an Astra Mark II, and it was sprayed by Stussy, and it was all modified, like it's madly modified. It was awesome. And I used to have megaphones, 12-volt megaphones in the front wheel arches. The wheel arches were huge inside. You could fit like your whole, almost fit your whole upper body in the wheel arch, even with the wheel in. So I actually, on the front section near the front bumper, I used to have megaphones each side, right and left, and that was the front speakers of my stereo. So when we used to pull up, I could DJ. I used to have my decks in the back. We used to DJ, and I'd have music coming out the front, and then I'd have 4 6x9s in the rear with 2 15-inch subs and 2 amps in the back. So it was awesome. And then I'd have something like that in the 18 van, so then I could blast out the 18 theme music as I'm bombing it around. Well, to be fair, no matter what car, whatever it is, I'd find a way to get the megaphones on there hidden, and it'd just be blasting the theme tune or whatever. But yeah, I used to just have it set to the rear all the time for like in-car music and that, and then if I ever wanted to blast it out the front, I could just change the balance from rear towards the front and just bring the front megaphones in. So fun. Used to have a microphone box thing. It was like a phono, like an XLR to phono link box, and that used to be on the auxiliary input of the sound system. So then we could plug a microphone in. So then we could shout at people as well with a megaphone. That was quite funny at zebra crossings. Just shouting at people as they're driving around. My car ended up in the car shop 2 days ago. Took it to the car wash and they pressure washed all the paint off the rear bumper. Oh shit. I remember on the front bumper, the front of the car, the whole thing was sprayed in a Ford. I'm sure it was Ford black. Ford, it was Ford something black. Ford Panther black, something like that. It was something similar to Ford Panther black or something like that. And then the front bumper, the rear bumper, and the side skirts and seals underneath, they were sprayed with the Ford Panther black or whatever black it was, mixed into a like rubber compound with like these little pieces in, and that was sprayed on the undersides and sort of to the edge lip of all around the car, and that really did stop all like stone chips and stuff on the bottoms and things. It's really cool. My mate hooked me up with that. It was a starter then as well. What's going on now? I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna have to do it one at a time. I keep putting too many things on at once. I need to do it one at a time. And then I know as soon as I get a stutter, that's the mod that's causing it. Because it's been fine. Might just get rid of the base AI traffic. That's been modded. Almost didn't make that corner. Someone rear-ended the car a couple of years back, got it repainted. Turns out the company that fixed it did a shoddy respray, so it all came off. Not stock colour neither, so yeah. Ooh. It's not good. I remember when I used to make body kits and I had a Fiesta Mark III. And I had so many cars and I've never had a driving license. I used to just stick L plates on and go everywhere with my mates. Obviously I had someone in the car that could drive, but if they were being lazy and they didn't want to drive, or they wanted a free ride, then I'd be like, well, I'll drive there, you just sit in the passenger seat, and then it's legit. As long as I stay off the motorway, it's all good. So I used to just drive everywhere with my L plates. But, yeah, Fiesta Mark III, and I had a rear bumper that was absolutely mad. Awesome design. Took me a couple of weeks to do. Absolutely awesome. Hand carving it in like expanding foam and then moulded it and cast it in fiberglass. Absolutely beautiful it was. And I had DJ Hicks written across it in like sort of funky, sharp, bold writing. And that was, I cut that out and then had that hooked up to my brake. I had a red LEDs, like red neon bars in the actual bumper, hooked up to the rear brake lights. When every time I braked, it would light up DJ Hicks across the top, like across the back of the bumper as well, like proper big bold DJ Hicks. And then I did that on the side skirts. I had RS2000 side skirts on it, so they like flared out at the back. I used to have DJ Hicks in the side of those as well, again connected to the battery, the brake lights. I used to light up DJ Hicks whenever I braked. My name was in lights. Blue and orange hearts from Kai. How you doing? Free lesson, definitely a free lesson. I've probably got I'm gonna have to jump off here. I've probably got pictures of my Astra when it was like at the thingy club, at the Vauxhall Astra Performance Club, and my car was parked on the front of the Astra Mark II stand. I was DJing out the back all day. Oh, I've got pictures of it before it was painted. Right, it was originally blue, and Stussy, I don't know if you've heard of Stussy, the famous graffiti artist. We were DJing at Bug Jam, and he sprayed my car for a laugh. It was actually really cool. Shit, why is that so small? Yeah, he actually sprayed my car. Right, that was before it was sprayed, right? And I added I'd done the front grille. It was an F50 front vent with the fire going up with the grills cut out and everything, and then I actually modified the air filter to have air filters intakes right underneath those, well, very close to those grills and all that. But at night time, I've got, my mate used to take pictures in his rearview mirror. That used to look proper mean, like rolling up behind you at night. It used to be proper awesome. But eventually I rattle canned, to finish off the graffiti, I rattle canned it Ford Panther Black, or I'm sure it was Ford Panther Black, but yeah, I went over the whole car in that, sort of like blending it into the orange, and then clear coated it and all that, and it looked it kind of took it from this matte air spray, and then it kind of, as it went over here, I kind of went a bit heavier with the lacquer, and it kind of tied it into it being shiny here and sort of matte over around here. So yeah, that was a proper old school, that proper funny times in that, going to the Astra show and stuff. I'm sure I've got my Fiesta on here when it was being done. Oh yeah, look, there we go. This is when I was actually, this is the workshop photos. So there's the RS skirts. These are proper old now. Gold trims. That was when I was doing all the fiberglassing for the front bonnet vent and stuff. That was the rear bumper. That was my pride and joy, that was. And then I had DJ Hicks written across here. And I did it all. But yeah. It was awesome once it was finished resprayed, but I haven't actually got them on here, I don't think, because it's like proper. They were off my old phone. Like, this was back in the day when mobile phones only just took pictures. Yeah, I've had some mad motors and some mad cars. I don't think I've got any other pictures on here right now. If it finished. Oh, whip car. I've got my motorbike. That would be in my let's see if I've got any on here of my bikes. I've just done a fresh Windows reinstall, so everything's all like backed up and all over the place, like all my old stuff. I used to have a ZX6R folder and all sorts. I used to have my race pictures. I can't see any of it right now. This was a Boba Fett helmet that I did for my friend's wedding. And his wedding colours were black and silver, so he loves Vader. So I'd done him the Boba Fett helmet in black and silver with like worn look. It was like all scratched up and like worn. And then done him the red glow for Vader. He didn't take that thing off for the whole wedding reception thing. His missus was going nuts. He's got loads of like photos of his wedding just in this helmet. Oh, it's so funny. Hilarious. I'm just it's so annoying that I can't find any of that. What's that one? Document. Pictures. That's annoying that I can't find them. Got loads of 3D model pictures. All the stuff I've made. Ugh. I need to go through and sort all my photos. So many. Ridiculous. Oh, there it is. I'll have to have a little dig around. But yeah, I've got... To be fair, are they on... Sorry, I'm just thought of where they might be if it loads. Go to albums. Hey, there we go. Here was my Mito. Drag that over there like that. Yeah, that's my Mito. You can basically see if you were to Google a Ducati 916, it's basically that but bigger. Bearings were exactly the same shape, but like a proportionate smaller. They were exactly the same, just smaller. Pretty much the whole bike was just all 916, was smaller. So, well, technically, the 916 was like a Mito but bigger. Cagiva owned Ducati. I didn't realise that Cagiva actually owned Ducati. And then I had my ZX6R, which I used to call Buzz. Because it was purple and green and white. And that's actually called a blue flame exhaust, and it used to run quite rich. So in the dark, if I changed gear or let off at high revs, that used to absolutely spit out a blue flame. It used to light up the street. My mates used to follow me just because it was funny when every time I changed gear or let off on the motorway. Absolutely missed that bike. That was cool. I think I've got my ZX on here. Sorry, my S-Rad. Should have a folder with my S-Rad in. Probably got some videos on here of me racing it as well. if I do have my bike, it's not on a folder. Oh dear. No. Oh, here we go. Look at these. I want the other one first. We'll get the other one. Get the other one. Here we go.
Carl Bowles, left-hand lane. Carl Bowles goes a little bit
now these scooters, right? You'll laugh that the scooters are doing 1/4 mile an hour, right? But they were part of the 100 mile an hour club, and they were modified to hell. Some of them were like 400cc. Like they've taken the engines out of motocross bikes, 400, 500cc and that, and they put them on mopeds, and they used to do like 120 mile an hour and all sorts of mad stuff. So while they're doing 1/4 miles, you think it's funny, they're actually rapid as hell, and some of them are quite hard to beat.
We'll move him up one place at 120 on the left-hand lane. 1028 at 125 in the right-hand.
So 125 miles an hour one of them scooters was doing.
Here's Rob Avery on his 600 CBR in the left-hand lane, and Kieran Guinan on the Gilera Runner, and he's in
Gilera Runner, there you go. Gilera Runner.
Auto class. That's a mouthful to say quickly. Right, Ultimate Street Bike up to 750cc's for Rob Avery in the left-hand lane. And of course, those classes will become apparent when we get
all tucked in.
our elimination slot at 4 o'clock.
Now this is mine with my exhaust stuff and everything.
Had previously run at 12:34, goes a bit quicker, 12.22, and 117 miles an hour. Right-hand lane.
At 40 Musket used to shake the needle of the clock.
79 miles an hour. Well, here we go with a pair of Lambrettas, both of them running in the over 210 class. Ian Morgan in the left on the 240cc Lambretta. Max Orders in the right on the 200cc.
Look at the size of me on that bike, you look so small.
And let's see if there's any difference.
I'm 6'4" and there I weighed, I don't know what I weighed, probably about 17, 18 stone.
At 61 miles an hour and a tenth of a second off.
Bad bastard.
17.8.
He makes me look like I'm going slow because he's so quick.
Well, David Hicks is the man in the left-hand lane on the Gixxer 600. Currently sitting in the number
I did a crap start though.
In the up to 750cc category. And Keith Hudson.
How fast that is though.
In the right-hand lane on his GT
grabbing it there.
Lambretta is in the number 2 spot at the moment in scooter over 210. But David Hicks, bit slower that time, 30.02.
Yeah, that was a crap run, that one.
Similarly for Keith Hudson.
That was a crap one.
Number 1 quad class.
Yeah.
Has run a 14.18. This time run 14.18.
If I remember right, I leave him, I think.
An improvement to Max Orders.
I miss it, man. But just seeing the bike puts a smile on my face.
That's going to move it off the qualifying ladder. Dave Hicks on the 600cc Gixxer in the right-hand lane. And Ian Morgan on the 240 Lambretta in the left.
That's a 240cc Lambretta, that one.
Gixxer got there first. Basically the same time as previously, 12.98 to 111. But half a second goes under Ian Morgan.
Oh yeah, I missed my bike. Love it. So loud, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculously loud. Love it. Oh, I missed it. Missed it. Definitely have to get another one. Dun, 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 dun. Dee, dee, dee. Right, I think I'm gonna leave it there just for a bit. I wasn't even supposed to be streaming tonight. I was supposed to be having a night off and an early night. Shh. I need new speakers now. Sorry, Matthew. Yeah, I miss it. I miss it loads. Definitely get another one. That would be good. But yeah, I think think for the money, I think I'm going to have to get my driving done first, get a van, and then I can get to conventions, I can get to markets, and, you know, and then I can get the money for a bike, if that makes sense. So, night night, have a good one. See you later, Vicky. Thank you so much to everyone that's been in the chat. It's been absolutely awesome. Almost like lost my voice at one point, having a good old natter and lost myself in the chat. So thank you very much. Awesome to see everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend if I don't see you, and I shall be back tomorrow. See you later, everyone. Take care.
Cause I can't